If an agency told you they can rank you #1 in ChatGPT, they're either lying or they don't understand how AI search actually works. Because there is no #1. Not for you, not for your competitors, not for anyone. And the worst part, a lot of businesses are making decisions based on something that doesn't even exist. There is no fixed position to win, only a probability of being included. And almost no one is explaining that correctly. But here's the part that actually matters. I'm going to show you 3 steps that determine whether your business shows up in AI search consistently, and why most businesses never get past step 1. So stick around, because if you miss this, you'll keep measuring the wrong thing and wasting money because of it. Let's start with what you've probably already seen. Get ranked #1 in ChatGPT. Sounds great, except what does that actually mean? The first source? The only source? A top mention in a response? AI doesn't work like Google. It doesn't return a fixed list, generates an answer, and those answers change constantly. We tested this across hundreds of prompts. Same question, different phrasing, different answers. Different companies included, almost every time. So when someone says they can rank you, what they're really selling you is a moment, a screenshot, single output, a one-time inclusion. And anyone can manufacture that. That's not a strategy, that's a coincidence. Here's where this becomes a problem. The moment you believe in ranking, you start measuring the wrong thing. You ask questions like, did we show up for this prompt? Or can you show me an example? That's not how this works, because you can show up once and never again. Or not show up there, but appear across dozens of other variations. And if you don't understand that, you can be doing the right things and think it's failing. Or worse, doing the wrong things and think it's working. That's the trap. Because agencies can always point to one example, one output, one win, but that's not performance. That's a moment. And moments don't scale. Consistency does. So if it's not ranking and it's not one-off visibility, what actually drives results? There are 3 things that determine whether your business shows up in AI search consistently. Step 1, coverage. Most businesses think in terms of one keyword, one prompt, one outcome, but AI doesn't work like that. It works across variations, different questions, different phrasing, different context. If your brand only shows up in one version, you don't exist. Coverage is about how many relevant scenarios your brand can appear in, not one, dozens. Step 2, recognition. AI systems don't choose randomly. They assemble answers based on what they recognize, what they've seen repeatedly, what shows up across sources, what looks credible. But here's the part almost no one understands. When someone searches in AI, they're oftentimes not asking the right questions. They're likely not an expert. They may not use the right terminology or know what actually matters. In other words, they probably don't know how to structure the question properly. So the AI does something behind the scenes. It rewrites the question, takes what the user asks and transforms it into what an expert would ask. This is what we call a shadow prompt. It's the version of the question that actually gets used to generate the answer. And that can change everything, because your brand isn't being evaluated against the surface level question, it's being evaluated against the expert version of that question. Which means if your content, your positioning, and your presence don't align with how an expert would frame the problem, you don't get included, even if you think you're relevant. This is where most strategies break, because they try to force inclusion based on what users are typing, instead of aligning with how the AI is actually interpreting the problem. And if the system doesn't recognize you at that deeper level, it won't pull you in, no matter how optimized you think you are. Step 3 is consistency. Not showing up once, showing up again and again and again. Across prompts, across contexts, across time. Because this is a probability system, not a ranking system. You're not trying to win a position, you're increasing the likelihood of being included over and over again. So don't walk away from this thinking AI visibility isn't real. That is not the takeaway. The takeaway is most businesses are measuring it wrong. If you measure it wrong, you will always make the wrong decisions. But if you understand that this is a probability-driven system built on coverage, recognition, and consistency, this becomes a massive opportunity, because almost no one is doing this correctly yet. So if you're evaluating an agency or working with one right now, don't ask, can you rank me? Ask, how are you increasing our probability of inclusion across AI search, and how are you measuring that over time? Because if they can't answer that clearly, they don't understand the system. And if they don't understand it, they can't execute. If you want to see how your business is actually showing up across AI platforms right now, and where you're missing coverage, go check the full breakdown below before you invest another $1 into something that doesn't exist.